Welcome to Prop Hunt the Board Game, a thrilling game of deception, strategy, and survival. Whether you're a sneaky prop or a relentless hunter, your goal is simple. Outplay, outthink, and outsmart your opponent. Props must avoid detection, while hunters must try to track them down. But this isn't just hide and seek, it's a battle of wits, strategy, and teamwork. Props have 3 ways to win. Survive until the timer runs out, collect all 12 action keys and get through either the front door or the back door, or eliminate all hunters. Yes, props can fight back, but be careful. If the hunters catch and eliminate all the props before they get the chance to escape, the hunters win. Prop Hunt the Board Game is split into 2 different phases. Phase 1 is from the beginning of the game until the props collect the first 6 action keys. During Phase 1, props don't drop the action keys they have collected if they die. Their collected keys are stored as a group. Phase 2 begins when the hunters take the collected action keys from the props and place them back on the board. And this is when things get even more intense. During Phase 2, if a prop dies, they drop all the action keys they've collected during that phase at the spot where they were eliminated. Other props must now recover them before they can escape and win the game. Let's talk about setup. To begin, each player rolls a 6-sided die. The higher rolls become the props, and the lower rolls become the hunters. Hunters now place a set number of fake props around the board to blend in with the real props, according to the number of players in that game. Once that's done, the hunters shield their eyes, while the props secretly choose and place their pieces anywhere on the board. Now that the real props are placed, hunters, you can place your action keys on one of the 12 marked sections of the board. Props also receive 2 action cards to start with, which provide special abilities to help them survive. Some action cards have a eye icon right here, stating that at no point is a hunter able to see this action happening. Action cards can be played at any point, regardless of whose turn is currently on. Each action card shows and describes what they do. If you have any further questions on those mechanics, refer to the action card page inside of the rulebook. Props and hunters both have actions to take during their turns. Props turns only last 30 seconds, so think quick and act quick. During a props turn, hunters must look away or shield their vision from the game board. Each turn, props can perform 2 of their 3 different actions, which are move, collect action keys, and hide. For movement, props may move in any direction, including diagonal, by rolling a 10-sided die. When props move 3 spaces near an action key, they pick it up. When they do, then they get to draw an action card from the deck. But be advised, you can only have 3 action cards in your hand at any time. Props can hide in one of the blue outlined areas on the map by removing their piece from the board for 1 turn. To do this, they must be within 3 spaces of a hiding place and say, hide, out loud. Keep in mind, props only have 5 hides per game, so use them strategically. At the beginning of the hunter's turn, the game clock is started. The game clock only runs down on the hunter's turn and is paused on the props' turns. Hunters, unlike props, can use all of their different actions during their 1 turn. Those actions are move, search, and attack. Hunters, for movement, you can go up, down, left, or right, but you cannot go diagonally. Hunters move by rolling a d6 and then adding the number of the round that the game is currently on. So, if you're on round 4 and roll a 2, you can move 6 spaces. Hunters can also search hiding spaces during their turns. If a prop is hiding there, that prop must reveal themselves and place their piece anywhere directly next to the hiding space. Props only have 10 HP, and a hunter attacks with a d10. So if a hunter rolls a nat 10 while attacking a prop and it hits, that prop is eliminated. If a hunter attacks a fake prop, no damage is dealt to that fake prop unless the attack roll is a natural 10. In that case, the fake prop is removed from the board. After a prop is attacked by a hunter, you can take the opportunity to react. This reaction can look like one of 2 things. You can either play an action card, or you can take your movement action, but it cannot be both. So think hard about how you want to react to your aggressor. After a hunter attacks a prop, that hunter is now able to observe the prop's reaction and movements until that prop is now out of line of sight of the hunter. The taunt mechanic. Let's talk about it. Whenever a hunter enters a room a prop is currently in, the prop must make an audible noise. It could be a cough, a whistle, a knock, anything that alerts the hunter that they are in that room. Props even have to do this if they're using their hide ability. When a hunter enters a room and a prop taunts, if the hunter did not necessarily recognize the taunt, the hunter may ask, is there anyone in this room? You either can taunt again or just reply by saying, Yes. The only time a prop does not have to do this is if they play their invisibility card. Action cards are only good for one turn, so once you play an action card, discard it. Once the props have collected all 6 action keys during phase 1, the hunters then return the action keys to the board, starting phase 2. If a prop dies during this phase, they drop their keys where they were eliminated, and their teammates must recover them before they can escape. During phase 2, if you were eliminated during phase 1, you get to come back and be revived in the same exact starting location for phase 2. Props win by collecting all 12 action keys and escaping, eliminating the hunters, or outlasting the clock. The hunters win if they can eliminate the props before they escape. While hunters have 20 HP, be advised, hunters, it is very possible for you to be eliminated from the game. Get ready because the hunt is on.